Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I'm just sitting here in my robe drinking my morning coffee looking sexy as hell as usual. And for those of you who say I don't look sexy as hell when I do these videos in my robe, nobody cares what you think. I didn't ask you shit. Oh, on a little side tangent, it seems that some subscribers have directed me to a couple different discussions going on forums, and it seems that there's actually quite a big debate on the internet among my critics who always question what I do, if I actually drink coffee in these videos or not. Apparently this is a hot topic. Yeah, I know, it's the fucking internet. So let me show you guys there is actually, in fact, coffee in my cup. It's real coffee, it's black, it's liquid, it's hot. So here you guys go. See, it's in there. I don't know if you can smell it, but that is definitely coffee. But then again, I mean, I'm such a liar and bullshitter that who knows, maybe it's not even real fucking coffee. Maybe it's tea and I'm just faking it. All right, that aside, I saw on Sunday the new X-Men movie, and what's being talked about by a lot of people is the transformation Hugh Jackman made. Because if you guys saw the difference between the first X-Men movie and his change in this new one over a decade later at 44, a lot of people are asking, what did he do? What's his training looks like? What's his diet look like? What sort of drugs did he use? Now, as far as his training and nutrition goes, actually, as much as I dislike bodybuilding.com, I'm going to link an article down below because his trainer, the British trainer over here who was hired to get him in shape for this movie, actually outlined his program and his diet. And that is linked down in the description below. And the training is pretty straightforward. It's a basic power building program. Now it is 5 days a week, but they needed to get fast results. And let's be honest, Hollywood transformations are very rarely natty, and I'm going to get into that in a minute. Because I'm realistic and a pragmatist, and I'm not delusional about the way things work in Hollywood. So his training was, again, a basic power building program. It always started with heavy barbell work. The 4 movements the guy said he put the most focus on was the squat, the bench press, the deadlift, and the weighted pull-up. Now, obviously, there was isolation work in here, but it ran on a 4-week cycle, so linear periodization. He ran 5 reps, next week 4 reps, next week 3 reps with 90% intensity, and then the 4th week was 10 rep sets. And then he would add weight and rotate it again. You know, you increase it by like 5% and repeat the cycle. The only thing I didn't like that the guy said about the training was that he was talking about myofibrillar versus sarcoplasmic growth, and I know that's going to put a lot of you off who study physiology because we know you can't train for those. The ratios that you get from those from your training is genetically predetermined. The way you train will not alter how much of one versus the other you get. It's set, as far as we can tell. But that aside, the training was pretty decent for his goals. Now, the nutrition was bro. It was very, very bro, and it revolved around carb cycling, high satiation food. It was all high protein. Most of the fats in it were what we would call good fats for the most part. A lot of focus on monounsaturated fats, a lot of veggies, and a lot of starchy carbs. Minimally processed ones, sweet potatoes, brown rice, all that. Now, we can argue about, oh, that may not be the most optimal way or whatever, but guys, when you're trying to get in shape for a Hollywood movie, people are not going to mess with flexible dieting. They're going to go for high satiation foods, especially when they need to rip fat off of people quickly. And that's just the way it is, so I don't really have a problem with the diet. It clearly worked. The guy got well under 10% body fat. And all they said was they had a bulking phase and then a cutting phase. In the cutting phase, they added circuit training, cardio, cut calories back. Very simple. Now, as far as the supplements there go, as little as supplements actually do, the guy's a multi-millionaire. He's worth $55 million. I'm sure he dished out a little money for some supplements. Now, people want to know about drugs, and people are going, was he natty? Was he not natty? I think he was natty. I think he wasn't natty. Guys, this is Hollywood. It's not even about laws, because in the U.S., if you got $1 million, you can get a doctor to prescribe you any steroid or growth hormone, human grade stuff, anything you want. Do blood work to make sure you're 100% safe, not going to suffer health problems from it. Hollywood, they don't care about drugs. Hollywood has been known for drugging actors up, pumping them full of stems for the movie so that they can keep filming and stay on their toes, and then using downers to put them to sleep. They've been doing this for like 80 years. This has been happening since The Wizard of Oz. It's documented, it's well known, it's public. Hollywood actors are full of all sorts of drugs, cocaine, everything else. So adding some drugs that aren't anywhere near as dangerous to help you make an extra $1 million, you can believe they're going to do it. And if you're getting paid $5 million to look the absolute best that you can on the screen and to look like a superhero, I don't care who you are, you're going to put drugs into your body, particularly when you know you can get them legally, a doctor will help you, and even your trainers are saying, yeah, this is going to help you. And if you are smart, you and your trainer will deny it for PR purposes. So when you see these transformations, how does that go? Odds are, yeah, they use drugs. They probably use pharmaceutical grade prescription with a doctor's help. So it's legal. Steroids with growth hormone the same way, maybe some thyroid hormones. And again, if they were smart, they'll deny it, not talk about it. And that's just common sense and being pragmatic. There shouldn't even be a debate. But overall, the training, the nutrition, everything looked good. I have no problem whatsoever with believing that the diet and the training that this trainer said he did probably is what he did. It's basic power building with linear progression in 4-week blocks. Pretty straightforward stuff. We know it works. It's effective. Same thing with the diet. It looked like it was high protein, moderate carb, moderate fat, carb cycling, add calories to bulk, reduce calories, do cardio to cut. Problem solved. But overall, we have to admit, for 44 years old, you look pretty damn good. All right, guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.